Well, a few years ago, China's economy was exploding. They were seen as a powerhouse, but today it seems more like a meltdown. So what's really going on with China? Here's John Phipps.
To my amazement, the increasingly authoritarian leader of China could go down as the greatest rally killer in the history of modern global government. To be sure, buried in the astonishing growth record of this century were the seeds of its own destruction, but Xi's ham-handed political and economic management, powered by his overweening ego, have bungled a vibrant economy into a surprising turnaround. GDP growth could just possibly drop lower than the U.S. this year, something used to be unthinkable. In fact, fewer and fewer sectors are healthy in China, and then only by direct government intervention. The looming but long forecast downturn is centered on the over-leveraged housing and real estate sectors. Builders, developers, real estate speculators, and home buyers are running into the harsh reality that prices can drop. The ripple effects are enormous, since the real estate sector may account for as much as 30% of their GDP, far above other developed nations. The draconian COVID lockdowns reawakened harsh memories of brutal repression under Mao, undermining consumer confidence and then their spending. The touted Belt and Road Initiative has run into its own predictable flaws, like how do you repossess a bridge in Africa, for example, when they don't make the payments? There are bright spots in their economy, like EVs, high-tech, and they're still exporting a lot of consumer goods. The rest of their manufacturing behemoth is running out of stuff to copy from other people cheaply and are unprepared for a shrinking and increasingly expensive labor force and much fiercer global competition. When local governments rely on selling land to fund basic services, it's obviously a one-trick pony. Another alarming development has been the Chinese government's drastic reduction in economic data publication, which you see here. One of them is youth unemployment. After all, you don't stop putting out good numbers. Xi seems determined to achieve economic recovery with minimum government stimulus and maximum government control. So if nothing else, we're going to test the economic theory that strongman policies can drive an economy. To be sure, settling for a 2023 GDP growth rate of 4.5%, which is dropping, is a problem only because of their past growth rates and expectations. The growing discontent of Chinese citizens, though, has many economists and government leaders around the world openly predicting not only has the Chinese population peaked, but China itself.
Thanks, John. And we'll ask our economists their thoughts on China coming up. But first, the Torkin Tigers, they are firing on all cylinders right now. We'll tell you why next.